What's up, fellow realtors and tech junkies? I've got what I think is going to be an awesome new key light for my studio setup here, and we're going to get into it right after this. All right, so if you've been following this channel at all, you know that I am a big fan of Ulanzi products. We've demonstrated some selfie sticks and lights and phone holders and all kinds of cool stuff that Ulanzi has. And I needed a key light for my studio setup here because I run a podcast from this location on another channel of mine. And I'm running a Elgato Key Light Air that is actually just the stand and everything is on top of my desktop over here, and it's just not an ideal situation. Plus, I'm having an issue with it constantly losing the Wi-Fi, and I can't control it. So I'm gonna get it out of here and get something that works a little bit better. So I ran across the Ulanzi K20 LED Key Light, and this thing seems to be really cool. It's a very similar setup to the Elgato key lights. It has a stand, a telescopic stand that actually screws on to the desk that I'm working on here. Doesn't screw into it. It's a tension screw, so it will mount, with tension underneath, and it's telescopic. I have actually used one of the Ulanzi telescopic stands at my home studio, and the stand actually works great. I actually use that stand in conjunction with an Elgato key light, and it's awesome. Cool setup. This one has a wireless remote that actually magnetically just attaches to the back of the key light so you don't lose that remote, which is awesome. So let's go ahead and unbox it. Before we go to that, I just want to talk about how cool Ulanzi is in the fact that it seems like everything that I order from Ulanzi, I get some kind of goodie that I didn't even know about. They always send in that same shipment. Sometimes it's something small that's still an added bonus, and other times it's a whole nother piece of gadgetry that is just an awesome surprise. And it's not so small. It might be $20, $30, $40 extra gadget that they throw in there. So what they threw in this time, a Ulanzi mouse pad. So that's cool. Not a high dollar item, but still a really cool bonus. And it actually turns out that I need a mouse pad for a similar setup or for a specific setup. So that is going to work out awesome. Ulanzi, thank you. This is not sponsored in any way by Ulanzi, but I'm a huge fan of their products. And I appreciate the gestures of them always sending extra goodies along with my shipment. It's a huge value company. And that's what I like to do here. This channel is all about technology and gadgetry for real estate, and just about everything that you will see me put before you is high value in one way or another. Not always the most affordable in price, but might be loaded with features and just a great value at that price point. But that's what we like to do here at Realty Tech Guru, is bring you high value technology and gadgetry for real estate. So let's get into the unboxing of the K20. Got our cool mouse pad here that was an added bonus. We'll set that aside and let's jump into the unboxing. All right, so we got the Ulanzi. It says Vijum. Anyway, this is still Ulanzi's brand. I get the feeling it's like their premier line, maybe, or it might be their actual video and streaming gear line as opposed to just their camera accessories. But a lot of the lights that I have from Ulanzi are by this Vijum name, which is still a Ulanzi. Let's get this cut right here. All right, now we're in the box. Get this open. And we've got our manual right there. So K20, and look, I can read Chinese. That says K20. And it's a good thing I read Chinese because the whole thing's in Chinese. All right, there we go. So there's our English instructions. Awesome. Oh, see, that doesn't say K20. It says LED Key Light. Now I can really read Chinese. All right, so LED Key Light. And there's our English instructions. We'll put that aside. Here's the actual light panel. It's nice and light, actually. Very light. It already has a diffused plastic panel on the top. And then we've got a 1/4 thread and a 1/4 thread. And that's it. So you've got two places. Normally you'd see it on both sides, but this just has it on one side. But still cool because you can do it either landscape or portrait to mount on your 1/4 thread there. And then we've got our controls here. We've got USB-C for power, and then power channel plus minus for the adjustments. Then pull this foam out. Here is our remote. That's cool. There's the magnet. So the magnet, actually, I wondered how this worked. I didn't know if they had actually put a magnetic plate behind the plastic in here, and then it just attached to it. But you're actually going to have that go right there, but you have to stick the magnetic plate on. So, oh, no, the magnetic plate is actually already there. Okay. So the magnetic plate is already there in the frame as I thought that it would. So this must just be a backup so that you can mount the wireless magnetic controller somewhere else. You got 3M sticky tape on the back, and then you peel this off and you've got a backup magnet so that you can put the remote somewhere else if you wanted to. All right. And then we have our telescopic rod that mounts to the tension desk mount. So we just turn this for the ball head here. So that's nice. And then I don't think this is telescopic, which is interesting because I really thought that it was. So what that means for me then is this is not going to work in my situation. So I'm going to have to look at getting another one of the telescopic desk mounts that they make, which is the setup that I have at home. So I'll link to that in the description below so that you can check that out. This would still work just in a different situation. It's not what I need here, but this desk mount would be, this is still going to work out great because I can use it to put a camera on. Still got the 1/4 thread, so I can use it as a camera mount. So still very useful. But for the situation that I'm in here, I'm going to need to purchase the separate telescopic key light desk mount that Ulanzi makes. But no big deal. Still a valuable piece. And then right here, we have our USB-C to USB-A cable. And I think that is it. There's all the foam and our silica pack. Qualified certificate. All right. That's it for that. And now we're ready to put this together and power it up. So let's see what we're going to look like here. So here's how our tension rod goes. Get the mic out of the way a little bit so we can do this. Yeah, so it definitely is not a telescopic stand. So like I said, I will be upgrading and getting the telescopic stand, but this still works out great as a stand for another camera if you need it. You know, if that height works for the camera angle you're going for, works out great. All right, so we got that mounted up. Nice size. And then we'll get our power cord here. All right, so we got our power cord. We'll plug this in the back. Take our magnetic remote control. We got our lights on. You can see that it's giving me some light back here. All right, we got our power button on the remote. So the remote actually has a nice digital display. Almost looks like OLED. Not sure if it is, but it's got a nice, bright, very clear digital display. Then we got channel, power, and then we'll see what these others are. So looks like we've got our white there, cold white, warm white. All right, so no light. Turn that back on. And now you can see it actually went to warm white. It was on cold white when we first turned it on. Now it's on warm white. What about the power here? Okay, that's the power for the remote to turn it on and off. And then this is the light on and off. Turn that on. And then that's our warm white. Go over here to cool white. Okay, so that's at 2500 Kelvin. And then we're going up to 9000 Kelvin. All right, so we can see on the remote here, I'm going to hit warm white, and we'll see that it gets warmer coming down the spectrum. Right, and then I've got my cool white, and it will get cooler as the Kelvin increases. All right, and then we have also the remote actually has USB charging point on it as well, so that's cool. Wasn't sure exactly how that worked, if it actually took batteries, but it's actually rechargeable, so that is a very nice touch. And then we have our intensity. All right, so the way the controller works, the plus and the minus is actually going to change our intensity. All right, so we can see the intensity going down, and now it's completely off, and then intensity coming up. So it gets fairly bright for that little panel. So that's impressive. You can see over here on the side of my face how absolutely blown out it is from the lighting. All right. And then if I go to the warm white, you'll see the cursor over here on the intensity is actually going to move over to the kelvins. Okay. So now we're on kelvins. And now we're going up and down for warmer or cooler. So pretty cool. I'm impressed. Decent light. So the other features of this remote are shutter buttons. You've got a shutter button for stills and a shutter button for video, and it's Bluetooth. So you could just connect this Bluetooth to your phone or your camera, and then you've got access to the shutter for doing selfies or just getting that camera rolling so that you can start recording, right? That is a nice touch, having shutter buttons, Bluetooth right there on the wireless controller. So now I can adjust my lighting, and when I'm ready to record, I can just hit record on the video camera, and start rolling. That's a really nice touch. Love it. This is a great value for a key light. The wireless remote is definitely amazing touch, and it's pretty sturdy construction too. It feels like it's a plastic housing around what might be a metal interior. It's got a lot of weight to it. So buttons have a nice feel. They're soft touch, got rubberized buttons on it, and just all in all, seems like a pretty high quality product, as I would expect from Ulanzi. So I don't think you can go wrong if you need a key light and you're looking for something high value. Elgato lights are great too, but they are very pricey. If you just need something to up your Zoom game or up your videos, if you are doing podcasting and you need a key light for that because you're doing video podcasting, which is my use case, then this will work fantastically. Only issue I have is that the stand that it comes with is too small and it doesn't telescope. So I will be upgrading the stand, and I will post links in the description below so that you know which stand that is. And then I'll also post a link to the kit here. Go ahead and comment down below. Let me know if you think that the height of this would actually work in your situation. In mine, it's not going to, but still a high quality light, super cool magnetic remote that when we're not using it, we just pop right on there and we're all good. So that is a very cool feature. And that's going to do it for the Ulanzi K20 LED Key Light. High value product, something that I'm going to be happy with. I know it seems like it's going to fit my needs. Like I said, just need to get the telescoping stand for it, and I am good to go. If you're getting value out of this video, please hit that like button. If you're not subscribed already, subscribe to the channel and ding that notification bell so you can be reminded when I upload new content just like this. All right, remember, as always, have fun and explore the technology. All right, if you stuck around to the end for the bonus material, here you go. Bonus feature. I didn't think that the stand that came with the K20 key light was telescopic because I'm used to having to twist one of the joints to release the telescoping feature, and that's not the case with this. It is telescoping. All you have to do is pull it up, and it actually goes a really good ways up there. So let me show you just how high we go. All right, so there's the top of the key light. So I would say that that is about pretty close to 3 feet. You'll find the specs in the listing from the link that I've included in the description below. I'll go ahead and let you know down there as well. And just pull it right back down. And there we go. So definitely a bonus, fits all my needs, and I don't have to pay more money for a telescoping stand. I just have to figure out how the thing works from the start before I record one of these videos. Ding, ding, ding. All right, thanks for sticking around. See you next time.